I am originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. I've been here in Pennsylvania for 7 years, and as far as job, I'm a nurse anesthetist.
Hi, I'm Kelly Barco, and I am a full-time student at Windsor University. Been here for 6 years.
Growing up, exercise never played a role in my life at all. Besides going to PE in school, exercise was never a part of my life. I was never a member of a gym until I was very, very, very later in life, like the past year and a half. As far as being athletic, I was never athletic. I've never played sports, ever.
See, and I kind of feel like I had the opposite upbringing, whereas my family, I've always grown up playing soccer and basketball pretty much as soon as I can walk. So those were just kind of like habits that were instilled in me. And as I attended college, it kind of spilled over, I want to say, into my habits, just kind of having that mentality that, okay, like I still need to exercise. So exercise has always been a pretty big role in my upbringing.
Many diets I have tried included starvation diets, online diets, popular commercial food delivery, highly processed diets. They worked at first, but were never sustainable. In May of 2015, I started with coming to Sean to do health coaching for a healthier eating lifestyle. And then in September of 2015, I started working out with my personal trainer, Mike Hanukkah, to help increase my strength and have someone at least give me some courage to do exercise and start building a better body and feeling stronger.
And then for me, diets were never really the issue. It was kind of more, I was brought up with sports. It was just kind of like, all right, one practice to the other. And then that mentality just kind of stuck, where it's like you're just ultra competitive. So of course once college started, it was like, well, I needed something. So I turned to marathon running, and somehow, oddly enough, I found a friend at college who was crazy enough to try it with me. So for the past 5 years, I've been running these long distances, and I've just been getting injured, which of course prevents me from running. So then I have this kind of internal turmoil going on. So for me, running has been an outlet, but it's also been the issue.
I was looking for stress relief to increase strength and build muscle, release some anxiety, and a very relaxed environment. I also wanted to speed up my weight loss. I felt sluggish, and I was ready to take everything to the next step.
For me, what I really wanted out of boot camp was kind of more of like a physical therapy type aspect, because I mentioned that I had gotten all these injuries from running, and my current injury is that I have a torn meniscus in my left knee. So my options were to do physical therapy at home, go somewhere to do physical therapy, or I kind of thought, well, why not yoga? Like, it's pretty much the same thing, but in motion as physical therapy stretches. So that's where I kind of looked towards this boot camp, as a physical therapy treatment instead of actually going to physical therapy. But it turns out I kind of got a lot more than what I bargained for.
After work, I would pretty much go home most of the time and sit on the couch and watch TV and find myself navigating to the kitchen and eating things that I shouldn't be eating because I was stressed. And that's, coming to boot camp, going to yoga and exercising kind of helped cure all those things. And now I don't feel the want to go home and eat junk food. I feel I actually, crave exercising and feeling strong.
I think Anne kind of addressed the main issue, is that, like, as far as sacrificing of time, I mean, after class, if I did go home in the evening time, I would go home and watch Netflix, and just, it wasn't really anything productive. I mean, you think like, oh, 30 minutes of watching like TV, I deserve this, I will enjoy this, but meanwhile you're sitting there and your mind's still racing about like what you're doing at work, or like what happened, all these current events. And so I guess, like, when it comes down to like the sacrifices, it was kind of like, I mean, of course, like, when you're in that moment, it's like, oh my gosh, like, I'm sacrificing. Like, for me, it was lab time, it was study time, it was like, I need to study, I need to do this, why am I not in the lab right now? But it actually turned out, once I did sacrifice these things, that my quality of studying was so much better. The quality of time I spent in the lab was better. So in the end, these sacrifices were really just kind of blessings in disguise.
Before I started boot camp, going in, my expectations were to lose some more weight and become stronger, become more flexible, relieve stress. And after boot camp, as far as expectations, it way exceeded my expectations. It was just absolutely great. I was actually sad to see it end, and I wanted to continue. I feel that boot camp addressed weight loss in a more holistic way. It focused on nutrition and building strength. But before boot camp, I never thought I would be able to do all these exercises. I found that yoga was starting to come to me a little easier, but never ever thought I would ever do an inversion. I didn't know what an inversion was until I met Sean, and then all of a sudden I'm doing a handstand, which I never thought I would never do. My first inversion was a headstand, actually, and I'll never forget the day that Sean was standing behind me and I jumped up for the first time, and I was like, oh my God, I'm upside down.
For me, expectations of boot camp, like I said, coming in, I just wanted physical therapy, but I got so much more out of it. Well, I mean, I got to meet Anne, and now we're like best friends. But we can't forget our trio, Sean. But no, expectations for me included the physical therapy, but then as boot camp progressed, probably like midway between like the 60-day mark, it was just, I started noticing like in pictures and stuff that I have deltoids now. My forearms are like jacked, and I never thought I'd have jacked forearms, or if that was even a thing, but now I do. And I totally agree with Anne. Whenever I started this, I was like, there's no way. Like, I had no expectations of doing a handstand, headstand, any inversion whatsoever. And I've always been like an athletic individual, but had you have asked me this 3 months ago, I've been like, you're crazy. Calm down. But no, now like Anne and I, we can just like flip up like it's nobody's business. And yeah, so for me, my expectations have definitely been met and surpassed. And honestly, like with boot camp ending, I am sad about it, but I also feel confident that now I have like all these different exercises in my arsenal that I can take with me and go to the rec center And I think what was really important to me through this was that I'd always thought like, oh, if you don't practice for like 2 hours, then it's not really a workout. But I mean, we come here, we go hard for 30 minutes, and that's all you need, trust me. So it's very adaptable into my routine. I can just go to the rec center before or after work and whip out a few of these exercises.
After participating in the boot camp for 3 months, I have seen many changes in my body. First of all, I've lost 22 pounds. I have so much more energy now. I am less tired. I don't ever feel like I need a nap. I feel stronger than ever. I feel stronger than I have ever felt in my life. I feel I've noticed muscles in my body that I've never noticed before that were probably asleep. I just feel absolutely wonderful. I feel energetic and just this overall well-being, this feeling of wellness.
Oh, definitely. No, I agree. What I've seen as far as changes over these past 3 months, that, like I said, I came in with the simple expectation that, oh, I'm just going to use this as physical therapy and hopefully see strength increase or improve in my left leg. And it definitely did. And it also improved in my right leg, and it also improved in my core, and it improved in my shoulders, and, I mean, you name it. So definitely the changes that I've seen over these past 3 months, just an overall awareness, whether it's hunger related, whether it's fatigue related, just an overall better presence of mind, where I am an individual who has struggled with anxiety in the past, and I still do, but just coming to boot camp every day or as often as I could, it was just like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours where my mind was at ease. Like, for once I didn't think about like, oh, I have this assignment due, or I should be doing this right now. No, it was just, I was here, I was in the present moment. And for me, that was the biggest change, just being able to focus on one thing at a time and just, yeah, focus on the present.
After many, many years of dieting and fluctuating with my weight, I feel that I have finally found a way of life to sustain my health and eating better and feeling stronger. I feel like I have the tools now to continue on being healthy. I very much plan to come to yoga all the time. I'm just going to continue to do what I'm doing and do the boot camp next time. Lasting changes, sustainable changes.
Moving forward, I feel like I'm well equipped with everything that I need as far as like exercise, mentality, what to do. I know now that I don't need to do like 2-hour segments. I can go in, half an hour, go hard, go home, do what I need to, get in, get out, that sort of business. But no, I definitely do plan on going back to yoga classes just because it's so, like, especially here at Willow Tree, it's like kind of like a sense of family. You know, we come in like Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturdays, and I just really look forward to seeing everyone, and everyone's so encouraging. So to me, that makes me want to keep coming back, have this sense of family.
I just feel so much better.